Hello everyone, today we'll be making vermicelli rice with batata harra. So what exactly is vermicelli rice and batata harra? So vermicelli rice is exactly what that is, rice with vermicelli noodles, and it's usually cooked with olive oil or butter. And batata harra is essentially spicy potatoes when it's fully translated. It is made with red pepper, salt, garlic, and parsley. This dish is originated from Lebanon and Syria and can be found throughout the Middle East. So these are your ingredients for batata harra, and these are your ingredients for vermicelli rice. So before anything, make sure to prep your ingredients. Remember to peel your potatoes and wash them, and then cut them. And remember to chop your cilantro and your garlic. Also wash your rice and drain it. Your first step is to preheat your oven to 450 degrees and prepare your potatoes. So here I am setting my oven for 450 degrees and letting that start. Now on a baking tray, you want to add parchment paper or aluminum foil and add in your potatoes. You want to add your olive oil, and sprinkle in some salt on top of that. And I gave them a toss. So once your oven is fully heated, you want to place your potatoes in the oven and you want to cook them for 30 minutes. But halfway through, we will be giving them a toss. So meanwhile, while the potatoes are in the oven, we will be making the seasoning. So here I have my oven mitts on and I'll be placing the potatoes into the oven for them to roast. Again, you want to put your timer on for 30 minutes and halfway through, we will be giving the potatoes a toss. Meanwhile, in a pan you want to heat up the following ingredients: olive oil, red pepper, garlic, cilantro, and salt. So on medium to high heat, you want to have your pan and olive oil in the pan and add your garlic. Give that a toss and only use half of your cilantro. So 1/2 cup of cilantro will be for the seasoning, and the other half we will be using it as a topping for the potatoes. Next, you want to be adding in your pepper flakes. And here I added a little bit more pepper flakes because I do like the spice. And I do recommend adding in paprika if you also like more of a kick to the potatoes. And now that the seasoning is all done, we can set it aside. So after 15 minutes, you want to take the potatoes out of the oven and give them a toss. This way, you can make sure that all of the potatoes will be nice and crispy and fully cooked. I used a spoon to spread them out afterwards. So after the potatoes are fully cooked, we can add the seasoning to the potatoes. So here I have the seasoning and the fully baked potatoes, and I gave it a mix with my spatula. Then I transferred them to a bowl and added a bit more pepper flakes as well as the rest of the cilantro. And then you want to give that also a toss. And now we have finished batata harra. Now we can move on to the vermicelli rice. So to your washed rice, you want to add boiling water to the bowl that you have your rice in, all the way to the top. And then you also want to add in some salt and you want to place a timer for 20 minutes. While you set that aside, we can cook the vermicelli pasta. So here I have a pan and oil and my vermicelli pasta. Make sure your vermicelli is chopped into small pieces. So you want to add that to your pan on medium to low heat. And you really want to keep your eye over the vermicelli because you want it to have like this nice golden brown. If your vermicelli pasta burns, then you do have to start over and cook it again. So this is how it should look. So now we can go back to the rice. Once 20 minutes is over, you want to drain the water and we can add that rice to the vermicelli pasta. So here my vermicelli is still in the pan and I'm adding the rice to the pan. I've drained most of the water out. You want to give it a toss so that all of the olive oil will be on the rice. I've changed the heat to medium to high heat so it'll be able to cook nicely. Then I sprinkled in a little bit more olive oil. And this is where you want to add in your 4 cups of water. So here I have the measurement for 4 cups and I added to the rice. And you want to let that sit until it boils. So once most of the water is gone, you can cover it up and let that sit to medium to low heat. And now you can see that most of the water has evaporated and you can give it a mix in between cooking. And here I let this sit for about like 15 to 20 minutes for it to fully cook. And this is how it should look like after 15 to 20 minutes. It should be nice and fluffy and ready to serve. The vermicelli rice is done. So now we can add both the batata harra and the rice to a plate. And here I have my sister's reaction to eating both the vermicelli rice and batata harra. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy.